Please be advised that Little Miss Recap contains adult language.
But I've
Shut your mouth and let me talk to you for a minute.
No.
You won't. You keep cutting me off.
No. I don't expect you to back me up anymore.
Don't you dare point your finger at me.
I've been here day long, in and out, for all these years.
No. You stay and
I'm done
talk.
listening to you.
You stay and talk.
No. I'm not going to, because you're not listening.
You're not listening to me.
And I'm not going to.
Okay, so we're done?
Goodbye.
You. Shut it off.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where 11 days in San Diego is not enough for me. I don't know about you. It's one of my favorite places on earth.
Here's the thing about San Diego for me. It is gorgeous. It is a beautiful city. It's a beautiful place. After 10 days, I'd probably be like, okay, I'm done. I need seasons. I need all of that.
Just put me on a bluffy coastline and staring out at the ocean. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, you go up to La Jolla. It's so beautiful. You can go see the sea lions. Okay, I'm in. Okay, we're going.
And then the possibility that I might be near a whale. I mean.
That's a lot for you.
Because that's one of the only places you could see the blue whales.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my
I didn't know
God.
that.
My mind would be blown if I saw a blue whale.
You know what we actually need to do, Amy? We need to go to the San Juan Islands in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
And go on some whale watches, and we'll see a ton of whales. We'll see like pods and pods of whales.
Okay. I'm in.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm in.
Let's do it.
Guys, my name's Amy Archer. I'm here with my co-host Amanda Lipnack-Radell, and we are here today to talk about a honeymoon special.
Sure. We'll call it that.
Honeymoon delight.
I hate these people. I hate Kody and Robyn so much. They're such assholes.
Our plan, guys, is this will be on the free feed for everybody to get a taste of how we do Sister Wives. And then if you want to hear our rewatch beginning with season 2, we already did season 1. That's on there.
Correct.
But if you want to jump into season 2 with us, just sign up on Patreon, Supercast, or Apple subscriptions. Boom, boom, boom.
And
$8 a month will get you this and Love After Lockup and 90 Day Fiance Love in Paradise.
Yes.
And a bunch of other stuff.
A bunch of
Everything
other
ad-free, commercial-free. Yeah.
So anything on the free feed, ad-free. It's all good.
I will say this. Robyn was cool girling it.
Oh, yeah.
And look, it takes a reforming cool girl to spot another one.
Yeah, she was not down with a lot of this, but she was doing it anyway.
When Timmy and I first started dating, when I first started dating my husband, I was like 29. I was in decent shape for the first time in my life. And he was putting me through all sorts of physical challenges.
He's
like, why don't you get on this quad with me and we'll go ride for 10 miles? And I'd be like, okay. Secretly white knuckling it the entire time because I'm such a scaredy cat. So I get it. I've been there. But I recognize it immediately in her. Like, oh, I always wanted to go surfing.
Sure,
okay.
Jan.
Okay.
Here's what's terrifying, Amy. Given that scenario you just shared, Robyn's only 3 years older than you were when you met Timmy.
I know.
She's so young.
She's so young. She's so untouched by Kody Brown time.
Yes.
Because Kody Brown time is a special sort of time.
She's still pretty. She still looks young and fresh-faced. As my mother would say, fresh-faced. Not anymore.
If you watch Three Body Problem, which I know you did.
Yes.
Robyn is dehydrated.
She is. She is dehydrated like you do in the first world? Actually, in all the worlds, you kept dehydrating. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening over time. Right here, she's normal.
Right. She has the dehydration has not set in. She has not entered into the Ron Popeil dehydrator yet.
Oh God, I remember that.
I had a friend. We used to stay up to 3 a.m. watching Ron Popeil infomercials. We would
as you do.
We'd go out dancing in Boston and we'd drink our faces off and we'd come back to their apartment and his girlfriend would go to bed because she was not the night owl that we were at that point. And we would just stay up till 3 or 4 in the morning watching Ron Popeil infomercials. And it was the most fun.
kids these days don't understand how hard we had it.
They don't understand that was entertainment.
If
That was as good as it got at 3 in the morning.
If you wanted to stay up late at night, your choices were like Anderson Cooper late at night on CNN.
Yep.
Or no, it was ABC. ABC
yes,
News
yes.
Now. Yes.
Yes.
You had Nick at Night.
Yes, correct.
Or you had like
infomercials.
Yeah. Those were your choices. And this little nerd over here was watching Nick at Night.
You know what's really strange is that, like, I realize, because I don't watch a lot of actually regular TV. I don't watch TV very much anymore at all.
Right.
Like, they have infomercials on like Saturday mornings where cartoons used to be.
Yes. So I used to work for a television station.
Saturday morning cartoons.
I used to work for a television station, you know this. And the paids were how they made their money on the weekends. Like, you got those paid infomercials sent to you, and that was the bread and butter. Cartoons didn't make money.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm
sure.
Yes. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed our Daughters of the Cult coverage. I was editing episode 2 last night.
Okay.
And we talked about Fuckboy Prophet. And Heber LeBaron going out into the club and having dubstep sex.
I forgot about that. When you texted me, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot we used the dubstep sex in a story about a religious cult. Yeah.
So that's the kind of class you're getting over here. All right, let's get into this, shall we?
Let's do it.
So we are talking Sister Wives Season 1, Episode 9, The Honeymoon Special.
Right. So this...
God, I remember this.
Yeah, I remember this too. But this is like this is like separate from Season 1. It's part of Season 1, but it's like its own weird thing. And
Right. So if you're looking on Max, though, and watching it, it is hidden under
9.
Season 1, Episode 9. Yeah. Okay. So Kody and Robyn are on their honeymoon, and I swear to God, they're staying in like a Days Inn.
It's not fancy.
It's not fancy. Not like Garrick Merrifield's ring. It's not fancy.
It's not fancy. Can you imagine Janelle getting the credit card bill from this trip and being like, are you fucking kidding me?
If they're smart, they're going to hide this bill from Janelle.
Yes, because Janelle will come and murder them.
They need to couch it under something else. They need to do the old Amy Archer eggshell trick. Clamshell?
Clamshell, yeah.
Yeah, and just move some things around so nothing
Coconut
looks...
shell. Coconut.
Puka shell?
I don't know. Some shell game we're playing. Because Janelle is going to see fucking surfing lessons and be like, I can't pay the electric bill, you shithead, and you're going surfing?
I'm in a fifth wheel out here.
I'm living in college housing.
Point, but...
I have to... Cody, at some point in the future, I will live in college housing. You cannot go on this trip.
Right? Look at my blouse.
Look at this blouse.
I love that Ace and Caitlin call it blouse. We've talked about this with them, but my grandma always called it a top.
A top.
So I say a top a lot.
Yeah, I say a top too, yeah.
And slacks.
Oh, slacks, yes. Slacks were a big thing. Because slacks are different than pants. Slacks are fancier than pants.
I guess. I don't know.
Slacks are like dress-up pants.
Oh, okay. All right.
At least that's how I always felt it as a child.
So Robyn says they've been waiting 10 months and now they have the license to bang. Oh,
Amy,
yeah.
They had to wait 10 months. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Now I got that license. I've been waiting 10 months to roll around Robyn in the back of my Lexus.
You are a big liar, McLiarson, because I have zero doubt they banged before they got married. Zero.
We saw the footage.
Yeah.
We can see you. We know sexual chemistry when we see it.
Yeah. They banged 100%.
So Kody says most people in our community wait for or court for 60 to 90 days only because they got to take care of this boner. And Robyn says, well, that's because it's hard on the other wives to watch that. Okay, whatever.
You know what, Robyn? You know what? Nothing's ever been hard on you as a wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Ding, ding, don't. Ding.
So they're on the beach, and I have to say, I have to talk about the first time I saw the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, I can tell my story too.
Yes, because so my family did not have a lot of money growing up. When we went on trips, it was to the Jersey Shore. That was it. And I had never really been anywhere. And then I got married and I was in a bad marriage with somebody who had, panic disorder and couldn't leave the house. And, and we had no money because leaving the house would be also going to work. And so I never traveled anywhere. And it was always my dream to see the Pacific Ocean. Like, I
Mhm.
would literally dream about it. I want to
Mhm.
see it so bad. I don't know what I thought was over there. It looks like every other ocean.
But you needed to see it. I get it.
I
get
needed
it.
to see it. I needed to see it. So after my gram died, I'm like, I'm taking my girls and we're going to see the Pacific Ocean.
Aw.
And I took my mom and we went to San Diego, and I
Okay.
remember just standing there and just
Mm.
sobbing and just being like, I did it. I'm
did it.
40, but I did it.
Yes.
And that's the first time I ever saw the Pacific Ocean. And then I went back like 10 times.
The first time I saw the Pacific Ocean, this is many years ago. I was 23. I had met a gentleman on ye old internet in a Unix Unix chat room.
Yes.
Just to show my age there.
As you do.
This is even before AOL chat rooms, kids. This is even older.
Yes.
And we thought we fell in love. I went to go see him. And we went, the talker that we talked on was like based in this town on the coast, just south of Half Moon Bay and north of Santa Cruz, called Davenport Beach. And so that was like what this whole talker was. And so he was going to take me to Davenport Beach.
Yeah.
To see all the different places. And I remember going over the hill, I believe it's Route 92, and just cresting the hill.
You drove?
We drove. Well, he lived in San Francisco.
Oh,
so
you flew out and then you
I flew
drove
to San Francisco, and then
gotcha.
and then he took me to the ocean. And just cresting this hill, and you could just see the whole ocean in front of you. I too cried.
Yeah.
I cried.
Who discovered the Pacific? Was it Balboa?
Okay, Amy, so I need to tell you something. When I was in the 5th grade, I had to take an explorer's test.
Okay, and you thought Rocky Balboa discovered the Pacific Ocean?
No.
Okay.
I studied so hard for this fucking test, and I could not remember any of them, and I failed.
Oh.
I just could, like, there was something
That's like a
about
void in your brain.
It just wouldn't connect. Okay. And I remember coming home with this failed grade and being like, I'm going to be in so much trouble. And my mom was like, look, you tried so hard. Like, she had little flashcards. Like, I just couldn't get it. So I don't know who the fuck discovered the Pacific
Balboa.
Ocean.
Now I feel like I need to look it up because I need to.
And one of everyone's favorite segments is when Amy and Amanda Google things.
Because I need to be impressed with my memory on this.
I will be impressed. That doesn't sound wrong to me. It's definitely a Spanish explorer.
Yeah.
It's not one of the French ones. The French ones I was a little better with because it was all Canada. So that wasn't
was
hard.
Vasco Balboa.
There you go.
Look at me.
Look at you. I'm proud of you.
I know nothing else.
Hey,
but that you should have heard me. Just quick sidebar. You should have heard me yesterday. My mother and I were talking about old soaps, and I was like, bing, 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 like just firing away with who was married to who, whose name is this, what soap they were on. My mother's going to me, you don't remember anything. What is happening here? I'm like, I don't know. There's this weird pocket of recall that I have around soap operas.
It's just completely baked in.
Yeah. Baked in. Okay.
I love anytime a soap opera comes up, you're like, well, here's the thing. And like, you just go into the whole story. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yes. So, all right. Back in Lehigh, Robyn says her mom was watching the kids and Meri called up and said, I got to have these kids over here right now because I miss them so much. That is not true. Nobody misses kids.
Meri did glom onto those kids hard. Because
it's just weird.
Well, think about it. She didn't have a good relationship with Christine and Janelle.
True. She could have.
She could have. She did not, though. And at that point, Leon was in 10th grade.
Yeah.
I could see being like, oh, I have an opportunity to bond with little kids again.
Yeah, I guess. I think it's all to get to Robyn, though.
Oh, sure.
It's all to curry favor at Robyn.
Sure, because she had a thing for Robyn.
Yep. In some way. Maybe not sexually, but she was like obsessed with Robyn.
She was obsessed with her.
So on the couch, and I think, I'm just going to say this, I think that was her way of trying to curry favor with Kody.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So on the couch, Christine says, this is hard. It's 11 days, says Meri. And Janelle says, 11 days is ridiculous. My queen. 11 days is ridiculous. He has a big family. This is crazy. And I'm angry.
Oh, yeah. Janelle is pissed. Christine is hurt. Janelle is pissed
a lot.
No, she's pissed.
She's pissed. So the three of them are wearing purple. I don't know what is the obsession with purple.
I don't know
and
either.
Janelle says, I know it's illogical to be angry. And Christine's like, no, it isn't. This is logical.
Mm-hmm.
And Meri says, I just miss him so much. I just miss him so much. I'm like, are you talking about Kody? Or are you talking about like the cameraman who accompanied them from Puddle Monkey?
Here's the thing though, like that was when That was in the era when we thought that he was going to bend Meri over and go to Pound Town 10 minutes before he married Robyn. Like, they were into each other.
They were into each other.
Yeah.
So on the couch with Kody and Robyn, he says, we didn't bang while we were recording. And Robyn says,
lies, all lies.
Robyn says, he kept his morals high. Again with this fucking morality shit.
Oh, I hate it.
So all of us who banged on the first date, we didn't have morals.
Nope.
Fuck off.
Apparently
you don't
not.
own morality.
Amye, we're whores.
Well, good. I like being a whore.
I'm sure Robyn Brown thinks we're whores, and I'm here for it.
Robyn Brown and Kody, this is the thing. I used to feel guilty about ragging on them so hard. They would hate me.
Oh, they would hate
me.
They would
too. Hate me.
Yep.
So I'm not worried about it.
No.
So he says, this is beautiful because, now we get to bang. And Kody says, the wait was absolutely imperative.
Oh, of course.
It builds trust between all of us. And Robyn says, we will all be together forever. Kody says, God is involved in all of this. Again, these people with God, orchestrating plural marriage. God is not orchestrating your plural marriage. God's busy.
Doesn't care about your dick.
Have you turned on the news? God is fucking busy.
Yes. You got way bigger things to worry about, Kody, than who you're going to get to bang and when you get to bang them. Sorry.
That is just so, it's such egocentric thinking. It's
narcissistic, egocentric thinking, like that God is that interested in your day-to-day life.
Yeah. Robyn goes, he crashed our worlds together. Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
Janelle says, these dating rules, when I was coming from outside the church into it, she said, these dating rules are almost Victorian. It was weird.
Yeah.
And
I love the moments where Janelle's like, yeah, some of this is a little weird. I believe it. I'm in it, but it's a little strange.
Janelle is us in these moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meri says, I know it sounds like we don't trust Kody, but it's not that. It's different.
Sure.
So on the couch, the three wives are there.
Mm-hmm.
And Christine says, are you ready for this one? For our honeymoon, Kody and I went on an insanely long drive and listened to Phantom of the Opera. Amanda.
Well, remember in the book, like Kody says, like, I didn't know I had to plan a honeymoon. I forgot to plan a honeymoon.
Things I would rather do than go on an insanely long drive with Kody Brown and listen to Phantom of the Opera.
Skydive, yes.
Ride a quad without a helmet for 15 hours through dangerous terrain, which if you guys know me, this is not what I'd like to do.
Be forced to eat a lot of cheese.
Oh, well, that's on you.
That's a me thing. No,
do you know I went to Wegmans yesterday and the checker woman, the cashier,
yes,
she goes, you have 6 different types of cheese here. She goes, I appreciate this. Yeah. I had 3 forms of mozzarella. I had fresh, bar, and shredded.
I understand.
Then I had brie, I had blue cheese, and I had a goat cheese.
Okay. There you go.
So that's happening in my house. Anyway, I would rather, I think, have dinner with Garrick Merrifield.
Wow.
Because it would be short and
it would be short. It would be short. We wouldn't have to do it long. It's
and I could drink my way through it.
You could drink your way through it. Mm-hmm. And it still goes back to the fuck, marry, kill of, I'm choosing Garrick because I'm smarter than he is and I can manipulate him.
Yes.
To marry. And he's rich.
I would rather, I was going to say join a cult, but that's not a far stretch for me.
No,
I'm close.
That could happen any day.
That could happen. That's feasible.
Yes. Yeah. I can't let you wander off too far because you'll be in a cult.
Yeah, it's there's so many things I'd rather do than go for a ride with this idiot. So then, because he's in the Lexus, he's got the top down, he's like brushing his hands through his hair.
Back then, he didn't have a Lexus. Back then, they were broke.
That's true. That's true.
Broke.
You're right. That's true.
I mean, lest we never forget that horrible dress that Christine got married in. These people were broke.
That's true. So Meri says for her honeymoon, she got sick with migraines for 3 days, but they ended up going to Jackson Hole and they road tripped. Again, sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Janelle said, and I didn't have a honeymoon. So
yeah.
Janelle says they were broke and they did the same thing, just kind of a road trip. Guys.
You did have a honeymoon. It was called going to the obstetrician because you were pregnant.
That's true. We went on our 10th anniversary, we took a honeymoon trip.
Okay.
And we went to San Francisco.
Oh, nice.
And it was lovely.
Yeah.
But I will say this, about 2 to 3 weeks after the girls were born, maybe a little longer. They were maybe 4 or 5 weeks old, my twin girls. Timmy's mom had twins, so she knew how to operate twins.
Right.
She didn't need the instruction manual.
She knew how to do this, yeah.
So she volunteered to take the kids for one night, and we literally drove down to Cape May.
Okay.
We stayed at a B&B that was so super cheap. We did not have any money to eat out.
Right.
We ate pizza on the boardwalk.
Okay.
And we stayed one night, and that was what we did. You can do something like that, even if you just take, $200 to $300 and do it. I mean, it's important.
It is important to get away.
Important.
It's important to spend quality time as a couple connecting.
It really is.
Particularly when you have little kids. It's really important.
I will say that's something Timmy and I did a lot when the girls were small, and we still do. We vacation alone together.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a trip with them. We'll go to the beach with my mom, like girls trip, blah, blah, blah. Or we'll do a family trip. But it is important as a couple to have that time away. 100%. So Meri says, Kody just flies by the seat of his pants. Like, this is who he is. And Janelle says, and this is very important, Robyn is getting a very different guy. Yeah. And I said that.
We've said that all along.
We've said that all along.
Yep.
So Meri says it's a struggle, and Robyn gets a bigger, better wedding and honeymoon. And that's a struggle.
I'm sure it is.
Because Meri says
TLC threw some money at this too.
Oh, 100%.
So, it is very different.
Yeah. Meri says they're celebrating 20 years and she got 3 days in Mexico. And she doesn't feel as important. And I hear you. And I get that.
I would feel the same way.
Yep. So in San Diego, Kody says, I look like a surfer. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Shut up.
You look like a dweeb.
You look like an asshole.
You look like a Neo Maxi Zoom dweeby.
So Kody on the couch says, even before I told Robyn I want to go surfing, she had written in her life list that she wanted to go surfing. Okay. So they go to Mission Beach. And Aaron is the surf instructor. I'm into Aaron.
I enjoyed Aaron.
I'm into Aaron.
Could we have some more time with Aaron and less time with Kody and Robyn?
Little single Amy Archer would have ran away with Aaron. That would have happened. So Kody is shirtless and he's flexing. Ugh. And, Robyn laughs and says the wife's warned her about him looking in the mirror constantly. Amanda, isn't there a Greek myth about Narcissus who just kept looking at his reflection in the water and then fell in and died?
Correct.
Yes. Wasn't there a Smurf named Vanity Smurf?
There was.
Who compromised the safety of the village many times because he was staring in the mirror?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Gargamel got right in there.
And now they live in Gargamel's castle. It's all come full circle.
It's all coming together.
Yep.
So the wives are taking the kids on a picnic. Oh God, this looks like a nightmare.
Leon, any trip they did with all these kids is a fucking nightmare. There's 900 of them.
It's a nightmare. Leon and Maddie are like, yay, fun. So excited. I would have left them home.
Do you remember being a teen and being such an asshole because you didn't want to do something and you're like, ugh.
Dude, I'm living that right now.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're in it.
My girls were 15 when my mom and I took them on our last girls trip to the beach, which was Virginia Beach. They pouted and fought and wanted to go home the entire time.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
It's like, fuck
so
you
glad
then.
We spent the money on this, girls.
Yeah, exactly. So Janelle is really struggling. She says the time that Kody is spending away is cutting into our time.
Yeah.
And she reiterates 11 days. Why 11 days? 11 days is long for a honeymoon now that I think about it.
Particularly if you have other things at home. Like our honeymoon was 12 days. We went to Spain.
Right. You went to another country.
We went to another country.
Yeah. It
so
takes you a day to travel.
Yeah. Two of those days were travel there and back.
Yeah. Look, I don't know how the other half live, but I know that people take Caribbean honeymoons and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they go a week. Yeah. Do you go 2 weeks?
I wouldn't.
I mean, maybe if I was in my 40s and if I were to get married now and honeymoon now, I would take a nice long.
Yeah. Honeymoon. And that's what we did. And we made the decision that we wanted to spend less money on our wedding because we wanted to go on a nice honeymoon. That was more important to us.
You didn't have 18 children to feed.
No.
This is the problem. That's the problem. Todd didn't have 3 other wives and 18 children.
No. We just have one.
Yeah. So the wives are wrangling the kids, and Logan,
Daddy Logan,
little parentified Logan, is like, everybody make sure you have a coat. Everybody make sure, he's
the dad.
He's the dad.
It's really actually kind of sad to
It's very sad.
He's a sweet guy, and I think Logan is just a good human.
Mhm.
But it's really kind of sad to see how little of his childhood he got to have because
You
he
don't
was
wanna bang
wrangling
him,
all
do
these
you?
children. No, I don't want to bang Logan.
Like, you wanna bang Hunter?
Nothing like Hunter. No.
Guys, Amanda had to admit, she was forced to admit she wanted to bang Hunter. And I got the shame bell out for her.
Yeah. He was, I don't know.
It was when he
Shame.
let me it was in
Shame.
season 18 when he was an adult.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
It was
let me
actually
just-
at Christine's wedding
let
when
me
he was an
just
adult.
Put that out there to
Oh, yeah.
make sure no
No,
one thinks we
he's-
want to bang him now.
No. At the time that I found he was to be bangable, he was about 25 years old.
Yes, which is
Still too young for
acceptable.
me,
Mm-hmm.
but not illegal.
Correct. Just, want and put that out there. Make sure everyone
Make
understands.
everyone's clear.
Okay.
I thank you.
Robyn and Kody are trying to surf, and she's all like, "Woohoo! I'm gonna die for my life list." Like, she's getting cool girled up here.
Good.
She says, "If you can't die for your life list, then what can you die for?" Amanda, I've written a life list.
Oh, tell me your life list.
Okay. Here's my life list, and you can talk about yours after if you would like.
Sure.
To raise strong, independent women.
Okay.
Okay.
You're doing that.
Be able to make a living podcasting.
Okay.
I'm trying. I'm getting there.
We're getting there.
Okay. To rub up against Billy Bob Thornton after drinking 7 glasses of cheap wine in a bar.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I strangely, I know exactly what that would look like.
Yes, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Write a bestseller.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solve world hunger.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Infiltrate Puddle Monkey Productions and bring Kody down from the inside.
Oh, I like that one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Bring an end to the conflict in Gaza.
Sure. That's a
Okay.
good one.
Buy a home on the West Coast overlooking the Pacific Ocean so I could see whales.
Okay.
Okay. Capture hologram technology and have the Kody and Janelle fight running as an art installation in my home at all times.
As an art installation.
And that's it. That's my life list.
Once you die, though, do you want... Oh, I just hit the desk. Sorry. Once you die, do you want the hologram to play next to your... Because we have the iPad in your tombstone with the fight constantly.
Let's explain this for new people. So, guys, in season 18, when Kody and
Episode
Janelle
3.
had their big fight,
Yes.
I could not get enough of it. I still watch it every chance I get because it's just so, there's something so, like,
so good.
satisfying about it. It's
There
so
is.
good.
He's such a child, and she finally is saying the quiet parts out loud, and it's great.
And if you listen to the intro of this show, you hear him chugging the hot water. Which is the best part of the entire thing. So Amanda said, when I die, she's going to get an iPad on loop playing the fight, embedded into my tombstone, which I won't be buried there, but whatever.
It doesn't matter because it's going to be it's very similar to Princess Diana's
Thank you.
memorial
Yes.
on the island at Althorpe. This, however, will just be wherever we are, probably looking out for a whale. We'll
Mhm.
have the iPad. We'll have the tombstone. We also did decide that we need like an etching of the floating Price is Right head of Janelle on the quad.
And I think you
Also-
promised hot water. A
Well,
glass of
that's
hot
it.
water.
So we also have to have the solar panels to fuel this whole situation, and there will be hot running water at all times. I don't see.
Well,
what's
now
weird
we're
about
adding
this.
the art installation.
Yeah, the hologram art and I don't see what's weird about any of this.
Me either.
This is very normal.
This is totally normal. You know how people go to see Jim Morrison's grave? It's a thing. This will be, people will come from all over to see my grave.
Right.
Because it'll be all sister wives.
Well, that'll be the sister wives grave.
Oh,
bless.
okay. Do you have anything on your life list or are you good?
I think I'm good for now.
Okay. All right. Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. So they go to the wild animal park. I've been there. It's amazing.
Mhm, mhm.
And Robyn has a tank top on over a long sleeve white shirt, which we know is their thing. But it's like so
God.
confusing as to why. Do they just, is it a modesty thing?
It's a modesty
It's
thing.
gross.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, if you want
Just
to
wear
be
a long
modest,
sleeve shirt.
just wear a long sleeve shirt. Why do you have to put the stupid tank top over it, like pretending to be in a short sleeve
I
shirt?
have
Like,
no idea.
just stop. It's weird.
So they're on a guided tour, and Robyn says they didn't know we were polygamous. And Kody says, it kept dawning on me that the animal kingdom is polygamous. Okay. So you want to act like the animals? Go ahead, dude. They also eat their own shit sometimes. My dog's out in the yard eating the other dog's shit. You want to act like them?
Go for it.
So on the couch,
really to aspire to.
On the couch, Kody says he's giggling the entire time about the rhino. And he's like obsessed with the rhino. And he's like, that guy doesn't take any guff from the women in his life. Fuck off, dude.
Jesus.
I hope that rhino just breaks free and chases him.
What's really obnoxious about Kody is this puffing up he does. But then like also trying to be this like henpecked man.
I know.
It's very strange.
I know. He doesn't know what he wants. Like I think that we meet his dad in season 2.
Yep.
And that cousin or brother or whatever. Wow. I think that Kody culturally ascribes to man.
Right.
But is surrounded by these women who they're not really here for that.
No, these are strong, particularly by polygamous culture standards.
Let's couch this in by
very
polygamous
strong women.
Standards. Yes.
Not by our standards, but like
right.
In the world they live in, particularly like Janelle and Meri are very strong women.
Yeah, the fact that they have control of their own finances is a big thing.
Huge. Yeah.
So I think he's bumping up against that a lot. And I think Robyn allowed it.
Oh, of course. Of course she did.
And there you go.
Because it felt good for her.
Mm-hmm. So now these idiots are going ziplining over the park.
That's a thing I don't want to do.
Oh, I could never. But again, desperate, lonely Amye at 28 would have
probably would have. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I would have like cried myself to sleep that night.
And that would have been Amanda bulging disc.
Yeah.
In the younger years.
And both of us pre-therapy.
Pre-therapy, yes, exactly.
Yes.
Before realizing, I don't have to do everything a man says just to make him like me.
Exactly. Thank you. So Kody says, nothing scares me. I got the famous quote. I got 4 wives. Nothing scares me but poverty. Okay.
Okay. There's a lot of things that should scare you besides poverty, my friend.
So at one point we get a shot of Kody coming at the camera with his legs wide spread. And it's like he is just going to assault you with his dick.
Oh,
it's a lot.
It's a disgusting thought to have.
Then Cody's fascinated by the male lion and he asks the camera dude, are you suggesting like lions are natural polygamists? Like, man, Kody, calm your boner down for wildlife. Jesus Christ.
You don't have to keep trying to find animal analogs to somehow justify your beliefs.
Don't
you really
leave him in an enclosed space with animals.
No.
I don't know what he's going to do. So at the campsite, Logan is really taking charge. He's like cooking, he's doing all the stuff. Meri on the couch says, Logan has really stepped up into this role of parent and he has taken charge. And Christine says, it's nice to have a male around when Cody's not here because us women can't light the grill or do anything with fire.
Here's the thing, though. The fact that they're like, it's really nice to see Logan step up. Is it, though? He's a 15, 16-year-old kid.
I mean, to some extent, maybe that's just his personality. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I struggle with it, too. You're right.
Who knows the impact of being the oldest of 18 kids?
I know.
That's a lot.
And Janelle says, we treat our children as young adults, and we expect them to be responsible.
Okay. I have a friend who said for years, she's like, I'm not raising children, I'm raising adults. Like, I'm raising people to be able to go be adults.
Well, childhood is an invented concept that's only like a century old.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like the world is so fucking harsh. I gave my kids a childhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But,
exactly.
But I also, I think like anything, there's a balance.
Sure.
Right? Like they have responsibility, they have jobs, they do well in school, but also, I'll pay for them to go out to breakfast if they want, whatever.
Right, exactly.
So Christine now says that Peyton picks on the girls sometimes.
This is where we start realizing Peyton's a big bully.
Mm-hmm. We see Peyton really yelling at Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I say Aurora, I'm like, Aurora. So the women are chatting and now the women are off to the side in their little camping chairs, their soccer mom chairs. And Meri says, Kody and I have not had an easy couple years. We're having issues. And I think that's why I feel so upset that he's gone and I need more time with him. Mm-hmm. The women agree. She says, when we're having issues, it affects everyone because I detach. And Janelle says, and I think what Janelle wants to say here is, I've never heard you speak so open about your emotional struggles. But what she says is, logically, I've never heard you speak so logically about your relationship. I feel like
all Janelle is logic.
I feel like Janelle's a Vulcan. I really do. Like, she is all logic.
She is really all logic. She's not that she, and we've talked a lot about this. Like, Christine is the warmer.
Christine's the heart.
She's the heart. She's the mom. She's the snuggly mom. Janelle is not the snuggly mom. Janelle's a fierce mom.
Yeah.
Who loves her children and does everything. And it's not just the ones she birthed.
Yeah.
It's the OG 13. And I really believe even Robyn's kids could come in if they wanted to. Janelle would be like, yep, you're in.
I agree.
You're a kid.
I feel like Christine is the heart. Janelle is the brain.
Yep.
Meri's the gallbladder. Like, she does something.
But you don't really know what it is.
You don't really know what it is. And if you
lost
live
without it.
Right. You lost it wouldn't affect your life much.
Right. She might be the spleen, the appendix, or the gallbladder. All things we can do without.
We can take out.
Yeah.
Yep. So Janelle says, there are times I was detached for years and years and years and years and years.
Jesus.
But she's like, now I want that sweet ass. I need that Kody Brown. I'm like, ugh. Now Cobbin, listen to me. Kody and Robyn go to eat.
Their couple named Cobbin.
They go to eat sober dinner.
Of course.
And they're flirting. And Robyn says, brushing our teeth together is so nice. Ugh.
I'm actually trying to think if Todd and I have ever sat at a sink brushing our teeth at the same time.
No, we never have.
I'm not sure we have.
I will tell you this, though. This is a dark secret.
Oh, okay.
I'm
leaning in.
Sometimes I forget which toothbrush is mine. I think I use Timmy's.
Okay.
So there's that.
Yeah.
There's that. Well, okay. Like, especially when you get new ones, we try to stick to gender norms. Like, he'll use the blue, I'll use the pink, and that's how we remember. But this time we got like an aquamarine color and a gray, and I assumed he would use the aquamarine, which was bluish.
Sure. He went gray.
But then I used it, and it was already wet. I was like, wait a minute here.
I don't know. I figure once you have your tongue in someone's mouth, like,
so, we share toothbrushes sometimes. It happens. So, Robyn says, look, he has 3 beautiful women at home. She's so condescending with that fucking bullshit.
Because, she looks at all of them and goes, well, you're just fat and ugly.
You know she does.
100%.
And as somebody who's been called that my whole life, I know the look of that disdain.
I know what it looks like to have someone look at me as the ugly fat girl.
Yes.
I know that look,
too.
and that is Robyn's look all the time.
Yep. Or like the pity. So she's like, people love Kody besides me. And he's like, you always have to be sensitive to the other women. I've been insensitive and it's not cool. So I am trying to be better. Again, this was the Kody we thought was decent.
Yeah, he was trying. He realized what his shortcomings were. He was working on them.
Yep. Back at camp, Christine says she hates that her world revolves around Kody. And she says it needs to revolve around something else. And then she says, you know why I think I'm so detached from him? Because I have the Lord's most precious gift. Truly Grace Brown. I mean,
what more does she need?
What more does she need?
When do we think Christine realized that
she was raising the next Messiah?
The pyramid above the pyramid. When did she know?
I think now, because she's such a good baby.
Probably.
Yeah.
She is a good baby.
Yeah. So
she's a bald ass baby though. She's so fucking cute.
Love her. Meri now says Robyn confided in her that she felt slighted when he was with Meri on their anniversary trip and didn't call. What the fuck? Are you serious, girl? He's gone for 3 days on his anniversary trip with his wife of 20 years and you're pissed off he didn't call you? Oh, when I heard that, I was enraged. Christine and Janelle need to get in their Thelma and Louise car, drive over to her house, and just bitch slap her a few times.
I was going to say they need to Thelma and Louise it right into her house.
Yeah.
Just drive right into the house.
Yep, that sounds good.
Wouldn't that be satisfying?
To drive into somebody's house?
Just to be like, I'm just driving into someone's house.
Yeah, I think it would be. I mean, I drove through my garage door. That wasn't satisfying. That was terrifying because I knew Timmy was going to murder me. But
right. That's different. No, this is like, I'm going to get you by driving into your house. Also, in this scenario, you don't get hurt.
Right. And you don't get arrested.
No, you don't get arrested either. You just get the satisfaction of driving into someone's house.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
Yeah. That's like when I had my first car. It was like a $75 Chevette scooter that my dad bought me. And it was all bonded up already. And we used to take it back the woods and just drive through snow piles.
Oh, yeah.
And just ram it through things. We didn't give a shit.
No.
Yeah.
What's another dent? Doesn't matter.
We were terrible people. So Robyn now says, sometimes your emotions get the better of you. And it's not Kody. You know, he's a good and honorable man. Keep telling yourself that. Janelle says her emotional swings have been a lot this week. And she's like, it's not Robyn. You sure? You sure?
Sure, Jan.
She says, I love her, but I was very angry with Kody. This has not been a good week. And we learned that she ignored his phone calls for 5 days.
Mm-hmm. Good for you. But also, like, remember, or coming later, like Janelle will be like, yeah, Robyn and I never bonded. We never really clicked. We didn't have anything in common.
Yep.
They're very different people.
From the get-go.
From the get-go.
This is the plate you set at the table is, I am equal, and your longevity with this man means nothing.
No.
It is my show now.
And
that's a fucking problem.
And Janelle has always thought Robyn is, you know, frivolous and silly. Like, and that's just not Janelle. She is, but that's just not Janelle. That's not something she would like in somebody.
My thing is, like, she's all about, you know, respect, but she doesn't respect these women at all. She doesn't respect the time. She's like she'll do small gestures, like, oh, I'll make sure Kody calls, but that is low cost to her. She's not giving up anything.
Nope.
But when she's home and it really counts, and she has to say to Kody, go spend time at Janelle's for a week, she won't do that.
No, of course not.
Because that will cost her something.
Remember, though, that there was that time when Robyn had to keep track of how many times Kody was gone for that month that he was nice to Christine and never again.
Yeah. 1 month.
Remember that? 1 month. 25 days.
So she says, then I answered the phone and he said all the right things because he's grown so much in 20 years. And she says, you know, I've gone through this before with another wife coming in, Christine, and I know it will get better. And she says, we believe in our faith that overcoming these painful emotions makes you a better person. Again, all this nobody has to suffer so hard.
No, you don't.
Jesus.
You don't. If this God that you talk about all the time is real and that invested in your life, he doesn't want you to suffer.
Right. Ding, ding.
He just doesn't.
On the couch, Kody says, the days when Janelle was angry with me were hard. Janelle and I started very platonic. We were best of friends. And that theme continued into our relationship. And Kody says, I always thought she was really cute, but she was my friend. And we would talk so sweetly and openly with one another. Now, he's saying this while Janelle is putting her kids to bed. Okay, we're seeing footage of her putting her kids to bed. Amanda, I want to talk about something.
Oh, sure.
This kid's room.
Oh, God. Okay.
Does she just let them write all over the walls? Because there is just written things all over the walls.
Maddie did that in like every room.
What?
She wrote like on all the walls and shit. I don't know. I have to imagine if you've got 6 kids, like at some point you're just like, I can't.
Oh my God.
I'll throw some paint on this later. I just gotta let this go. Think about all the things. Like, you have 2 girls.
Yes.
Think about the things you let slide because it's 2 and it's just a lot.
Sure.
Now make it 6.
Yeah. My husband's a carpenter.
Yeah.
He would burn the house down if I let the kids around the walls.
All
he sees is work, work, work.
Right, exactly. He's like, fuck, now I have to fix that too?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Janelle says they were never all giggly and romantic, and I just don't have that kind of relationship with Kody. And Kody says, and they're kind of going back and forth. They're each on the couch. He's with Robyn, she's with Christine and Meri.
Yep.
Kody says, I could make more of an effort to be more romantic with Janelle. And he's like, but, you know, she's never been romantically inclined. But maybe now that she sees it,
that it'll spark something in her.
Janelle disagrees. She's like, no, I just kind of wonder where I fit in the picture. Sorry.
Yeah, in the big picture.
And Kody
My
says,
Big Picture, the musical.
Oh, right. Yes, My Big Picture.
Yeah.
Kody says she is not being replaced. You will always be my best friend. And Christine says, I was always jealous of your relationship with Kody because I was never valued as an intellectual.
Wow. He doesn't think very much of Christine.
These are quite the things to say.
Yeah. He has never thought much of Christine. I still come back to he married her because of her place in the in the
Yeah,
religion
I
and
think I
nothing
agree with
more.
that. Mhm.
Because
It
he's such a megalomaniac, he wanted to increase his status.
Yes, it was a snag for him. I
Mhm.
snagged her. I snagged the polygamy
Yeah,
royalty. Mhm.
exactly.
Now, from San Diego, we see Kody call Meri. And she says she misses him a lot. And he says, I miss you too. And I really liked our text chat about our dreams and what we want to do in our lives. It was weird. But
That's
then
weird.
he says, well, those dreams are going to have to change now. Did you pick up on that?
I did. Do you think that Kody sexts?
Oh God. Oh God. I need to burn down the entire AT&T network if that's happening. Gross. He's probably just here's Cody's idea of sexting. Well, you and I would get down and dirty.
Sure.
He just has like a picture of himself flexing in front of the mirror.
Right, with
And
his
saying, don't you think I'm
six-pack
hot?
abs. Right.
Mhm.
Don't you miss these abs?
Yeah. Yep.
Again, Janelle 100% has never seen six-pack abs, if that's what she thinks they look like.
Oh, so then he says when he's hanging up with her, goodbye, lover. And I'm like, I hear that in my nightmare.
Oh my God, I hated that they called each other lover. You know what we should do, though? We should track in the rewatch when he stops calling her that.
Oh, good plan. Good plan.
Pay attention to that.
So at home, we have pics of Truly that came in, and she is so precious and so gorgeous, and I love her so much.
She just looks like a little tiny little elf. She's so fucking cute.
So cute. Now, on the couch, Robyn says, Christine called me the day we got back, and she was sobbing. And she said, Robyn, I just need you to tell me that you needed this.
Mm-hmm.
And Robyn says, I really did, Christine. I really did. Fuck off, Robyn.
No, you didn't.
God. Christine says, well, for her, I guess the 11 days was necessary. Now, here's how they're trying to sell this.
Mm-hmm.
And to some extent, I understand the point.
Yeah.
The point is, when Kody married Meri, Christine, and Janelle, there were no kids.
Nope.
They could go fuck off on these drives for hours and hours and hours and get a lot of alone time with him. Right. Robyn's coming in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chaos. There's already 3 wives, a very established relationship.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have any alone time with him.
It's true.
But you don't take it all at once.
No. They could have gone to San Diego for 4 days.
Yes.
5 days even?
Yep. Yeah.
They're not far from San Diego even. It's not like going to Spain.
Yes.
It's a couple-hour plane ride.
Mm-hmm. So now Kody and Robyn are back home, and Kody says, again, we didn't have the children. The other wives got more of my attention. Robyn didn't have that. Now we see the women going shopping together, and Robyn says, I wish we could still have the sweet relationship we had in the beginning. So already their relationship is starting to sour.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting. I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah. I didn't pick up on that either, but yeah.
It's been 10 years since I've watched this.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And we're watching it through the eyes of we know what happens.
True. She says, but now we're struggling, and I feel like those sweet moments were pulled out from under me. Again, victim. Mm-hmm. Now Cody's at the house with the kids, and he wants to make a cake to celebrate their family. Okay. But he's totally making Garrison make it.
Of course.
He's like, Garrison, make this cake.
Right. Here's the box. Follow the instructions. I'll be over here. But I made it.
I'll be over here taking pictures of myself in the mirror.
Exactly. I'll be over here vanity smurfing it. Garrison, can you make me a cake? Oh, it is sweet to see him. Oh, yeah,
I know. It's very sweet to see Garrison, and there's I hope Janelle sees that.
Yeah.
And feels warmth in her heart.
My
heart is still broken for her.
My heart is broken for her too. The one nice thing about the show is these people have so much footage of all of the major life events for their children.
Yes.
In a way that none of us really ever will.
True. Yep.
So it's lovely. And I hope they have solace in that.
I do too.
Not the Robyn Kody solace. I hope they have legit solace.
Right. Yes. Me too. I'm very interested to see season 19 and what's going to happen. And
I don't know.
I think we're going to be crying a lot.
Oh, I think we are
that way.
Okay. I'm going to cry.
You're going to cry. So Logan needs to step in. Logan's taking over, whatever.
Because the biological father is unable to handle being a father. So Daddy Logan,
he's on his phone.
the parentified child,
he's on his phone
talking to Robyn.
Yeah. So Robyn says, one of the biggest things that attracted me to Kody was his love for his wives. The fact that he saw value in each of these women, I was impressed. Fuck off, Robyn.
To borrow Ace and Caitlin's phrase, if he could like the frump dumps, then I'm really great.
Yep. Robyn tries a top on, and Christine says, no. She reads her for filth a little bit. She's like, it makes you look flat chested. What's wrong? Are you not secure in that area? What's going on? I was like, whoa. Okay. Now Kody says, and I highlight a quote from this motherfucker every week for our social media. This is the one. This is the one. People who aren't me, I don't expect to get me. You think?
I mean, I think people who aren't me get me. I think you get me.
If you're only understood by yourself, that's a problem.
It's a problem.
He says it's sort of enigmatic. Okay.
That's a big word for you, my friend.
So now Kody says,
do you think that's in the Manosphere calendar? Enigmatic?
No.
It's too fancy of a word.
It's not only fancy, it's just too non-gender specific.
True.
It has to have a male flavor to it.
True. Like transmute.
Yes. So, because transmute implies force,
right?
And only men can do force. So Kody says loving more than one wife is like loving your children. While truly scrumptious comes into the family, I still love her as much as I love Logan, the man. Again with this toxic shit.
Also, the truly scrumptious.
I know, so cute. He says, I still love and have as much depth for Janelle, Meri, and Christine as I ever did. Then I noted, I'm always very concerned about Truly's safety as a baby.
Yes.
They let Brianna take her and walk across the room, and Brianna's barely holding her. And Truly's like flopping all over the place. I'm like, oh my God.
Her neck couldn't have been good yet.
No, her neck was probably okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was little, though.
She was little, but she could hold up her head.
Oh, that's true. Actually, you know what?
Like if she falls on that porcelain, her little head is going to crack right open.
That's right.
Jesus. So now they have cake, and Meri says, living this life is kind of synonymous with having a baby. There will be pain and discomfort, but at the end of it, she starts crying. Robyn sobbing, of course. There will be a blessing.
Oh, good Jesus.
And that's it. That's the honeymoon special.
One thing we did not chat about that we need to talk about is Robyn's children on this 10-day. If the whole thing is that we have this one big family.
Yep.
Why did Robyn's mother come in to take care of the kids?
Exactly. Why didn't
the kids stay at the big house?
Yep. Why couldn't they stay at the big house with everybody
Give them more opportunities to bond with the kids.
Yep.
And have fun.
Yep.
Now, the only thing I will say that might be the excuse is the kids might have been more comfortable with their grandmother because they knew their grandmother a lot better.
Just from a kid's point of view, though, they would want to hang out with all those people.
I would think so.
Yeah. Yep.
I would think so, but
I don't know. But her kids are all like, they all have anxiety and shit. So who knows? Who knows? By the way, my daughter has anxiety, and it's something that I didn't realize until recently. And it's hit me like a ton of bricks.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm like, so she does this thing, right? Where she comes home and it seems to really center around driving.
Okay.
And she'll come home and she'll tell me like, oh my God, you have to hear this story. Like this guy, was on my ass when I was coming up the highway. And, then I turned and there was this big truck and I'm like, oh, well, you're fine. It's fine. Like I was blowing it off because I just thought she was telling me to just hear herself talk. You know what I mean?
Which a lot of teens are doing.
Right. But then I realized this is her way of getting out the anxiety. Like she needs something from me in that moment. And I wasn't giving it to her.
Right.
So I had to adjust.
She needed to know she was okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So like I think sometimes we don't see that as parents. And I'm not saying Robyn caused the anxiety, but if you set up a world in which you don't think your kids are safe anywhere, guess what? They don't think they're safe anywhere.
Yep.
And I tried not to do that with my daughter, but I did realize that I was doing a lot of like, make sure you're not pulling out into this like a lot of stuff around driving that I was really piling onto them that I saw as safety.
Right. but it was making her anxious.
Maybe went a little too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it can happen. It can happen.
Absolutely can happen.
And I think especially if your kids have gone through a divorce and you're a single mother, I think you tend to do that a little bit more.
Sure.
But I think, Robyn, your kids are safe now.
Yeah,
you can back up. Back up
breathe
a little bit. All right. So Amanda, I have a voicemail.
Oh, we got a voicemail okay. I didn't know if we'd get one for the special, but go on.
So for those of you who don't know who the manosphere is, the manosphere is what happened to Kody. Okay. Yes. Somewhere around season 15, 16, he was pulled into the manosphere and their toxic masculine thinking.
It was pretty much after they moved to Flagstaff.
Yeah.
It's really when the manosphere came in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now the manosphere watches old episodes and they try to guide Kody in his path.
Absolutely.
And
they want the best for him.
For some reason,
they call Amye to tell her about it.
They call me.
I don't know how you got in on this, but I'm glad you did. I mean, that's great.
All right, let me pull up the voicemail.
Okay,
here we go.
See. Kody. The manosphere is disappointed in you. You have a long way to go to the point where you're at now as our executive vice president.
Oh, I see. Okay.
First of all, the fact that your wife got up on the surfboard and you didn't, do you not have enough masculine divinity in your veins to get up on a surfboard?
Masculine divinity.
Good thing we have the proper supplements that you need. All you have to do is sign up in our downline, and you will now become the divine masculine leader of your household and be able to get up on that surfboard and dominate the Pacific Ocean and show that Pacific Ocean who's boss. And as for that surf instructor, tell that liberal hippie commie to stay the hell away from your woman. You need to piss in a circle around her to mark your territory. You don't let people like that near your divine feminine wife.
Yikes.
Manosphere out.
Wow. I knew they would have some thoughts on that surf instructor, but whoa.
Yeah.
A liberal commie hippie.
Absolutely. I mean, everyone in California, according to the manosphere, is a liberal commie hippie.
That's true,
so
I guess.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Wow.
And being a surfer makes it even worse.
He has to piss in a circle around Robyn.
Are there that many others after her? I don't think so. I don't think so.
We've learned the manosphere is running an MLM.
Right. Do you think at some point we'll have a crossover with Justin and Becky and the antioxidants?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
Good.
I feel it. You know what I mean?
Coming?
Yeah,
it's coming. Okay.
All right, guys. So if you like what you hear, join us over on Patreon, Supercast, or Apple subscriptions, where we're going to do this once a week, starting season 2. Here we go.
Season 2 starting. Well, I was going to say starting in May, but if you're hearing this, we've already begun. So I don't need to tell you when it starts because you're here and it has started.
You're blowing my mind, Amanda.
Oh my God.
Also, guys, share the show with a friend, subscribe, leave a review, join our Facebook group, Backdoor Friends. It's a kindness group. We have a good time in there, and people are really sweet and supportive of each other.
It's wonderful, and it could be everything from, I need advice on how to buy a bra to, oh my God, my kid's having a crisis. Help me figure out how to deal with this.
To, oh my God, what is this janky jewelry that Garrick Merrifield's passing out?
To, oh my God, we're doing a bang off. Who do you want to bang?
Yes, there's all of that.
All of that happens.
All right, guys. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone.
Shut it off.